Welcome back. It's time to check in with our friends at TMZ. How you doing, Michael?
Good morning, guys. That was a great introduction. That was
We
great.
practiced it for 2
I
seconds.
loved it.
I hope you and Edward behind you enjoyed that love we sent your way.
Shout out, Edward.
They say Oklahoma says hello, Ed. Edward says hello.
All right, we got some good stuff to cover, right?
Yeah, we got a lot of
I
stuff
hope.
to go on.
All right. So first of all, Hulk Hogan, wrestling legend. Tell us about the latest with the funeral and everything that happened there, if you would.
Yeah, so this actually went down yesterday afternoon / evening in the Clearwater, Florida area. That's, of course, where Hulk Hogan lived for a long time. And you had some really prominent people, as well as some family members who showed up and some family members who did not show up. So I guess as for the big wrestling stars, the names that people would recognize, first things first, Vince McMahon was there. Now, Vince, obviously, he and Hulk, they were so instrumental in what both of those men accomplished, and sure, they both had a lot of controversy, but when you talk about just wrestling, I mean, they were two of the most influential figures ever. So Vince McMahon was there, Ric Flair was there, there were a bunch of other celebrities, some people you might not expect. Theo Von was someone that I did not expect to be there, the comedian. He was there. Bam Margera and Hulk Hogan were apparently friends who actually spent some time together. You had a lot of family and friends. You had Nick Hogan, who of course was Hulk Hogan's only son. Someone who also was there, Linda Hogan, his ex-wife. His current wife, Sky, was there. Unclear how that went, if there was any tension between them, but they were both there. Hopefully that went smoothly. Brooke Hogan was not there. That's Hulk's daughter. They have been estranged. They had not spoken, and sadly, she was not there. So, yeah, little bit of controversy, a lot of big stars there, and I think all told, it was a nice night for those people to honor Hulk Hogan.
Okay. Well, Michael, we also need to know, because no one in their right mind would ever get near the haunted Annabelle doll, but apparently someone had the decency, rather, or really the crazy mindset, to buy the Ed and Lorraine Warren Haunted Museum House. What's going on with that?
I agree. I think this is crazy, but it's Matt Rife, the comedian, who I didn't know this until we did this story, but he has I don't know if you want to call it a fascination or an obsession with the paranormal. So yeah, I mean, he bought their home, and obviously they for such a long time were paranormal investigators, and I know a lot of people really believe in the work that they had done. A lot of people don't believe, and a lot of people think it's silly, but a lot of people do believe in what Ed and Lorraine had been doing. And he has now bought their museum, their paranormal museum, which he says he is going to open up for overnight stays. Like, you can go with your friends, think of it like an Airbnb, essentially, and you go and you rent it out and you could stay there. He also has custody of that Annabelle doll, which is said to have been a haunted doll that was
all right, Michael, you're staying there first. You stay to let us know how it is. We'll check in with you next week.
Like this doll, like hurting people. No, I can't do it. So you can rent the house if you want to, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to be there.
Smart. Thank you. We'll catch you next week, my friend.
Bye, guys.